Hello everyone, it is the Gaming Whistle back again with another video. In today's video I'm gonna be covering farming locations for every single rare item there is. Well, every single rare resource there is, not really item, I mean, that one really makes sense. Now, we're gonna quickly jump into this, not wasting any time. And a couple of things that I want to note out before I actually start this video is all of this was done single-handed, well, solo, without a booster and with Necros, well, Desecrate Necros. Now, there is one exception to this, and I'll notify you when that is. But we can start off right now. Now, a couple of things that you have to keep in mind is Methane Extract, the only way of gathering it is through alerts. Mutagen Mass, Detonite Injectors, and Field Drawn can be obtained in two ways, two really good ways. One is by crafting them through purchasing the blueprint in the Clan Dojo, and the other one is Invasions. And we're gonna be moving on right now with Orokin Cells. Now, there's a decent amount of places where you can gather Orokin Cells, like Derelict, the Saturn, Ceres, and then Ceres, and we're gonna stay here. Now, Ceres Gabby is one of the best places for gathering Orokin Cells. Every one of these tests were done in 20s, so 20 minutes, 20 waves, 2000 cryotic, and 20 interception waves, and so on. You get what I'm talking, you get what I'm saying. I mean, interception doesn't really have a saying in this video, but just making it clear. Gabby, as I said, I was talking about, has a 35 resource drop rate booster, which is really good. And because of it, I usually get around 6 Orokin cells per 20 minutes. So it can be a little bit lower, a little bit higher. It really depends on the run and the luck that I get. Trying to find all the caches here is really good because it will increase your chances of actually getting more Orokin cells, which is always good because Orokin cells are always needed. Now, we're gonna be moving on to Nerods. Nerods, there's two real locations that I go to, is gonna be Earth and it's gonna be Everest. Because it is an excavation mission, I stay to 2000 cryotic. And I usually get around 5 or 6 here. Now, this varies on the run and varies on the amount of enemies there is. Now, considering I am playing solo, you have to keep in mind that more enemies will spawn with more people in your squad. So if you have a farming build, you're gonna get maybe double this amount or even triple this amount. So just, making a reference there. And Lua is the only exception that I didn't do solo, is Taiko, and or Taiko, whatever you want to call it. It's a survival mission on Lua, and I got around 10 per run, or 10, or even above 11 sometimes. Now, this is a really good mission because when you play with 4 people, so when there's 4 people, there's a chance of spawning 5 sentients, which each one of them can drop a Nerod, which is always cool. So that's 5 Nerods guaranteed. Well, not really guaranteed, but sort of guaranteed. So, and plus the enemies do drop them at a really higher rate, and also you can find those Nerod caches which drop Nerods when they're destroyed. So that's a really, really good payback for just playing with friends. And moving on to Neural Sensors, there's only really one place we can gather it, and it's Jupiter Themisto. And farming Alad V is really easy. It's gonna take you 2 minutes to complete the run, even faster than that, depending on the squad that you have. Now, destroying caches and those little boxes, or whatever they're called, I guess crates, will actually lend you even more Neural Sensors, and that is really cool. So I would prefer you open up caches and open up and destroy those little boxes to gather up even more. Per run, I got around 5. 5 was the average that I've gotten, sometimes even 0, but really depends, as I said, on my luck. Now, Necros can help out here, but it really depends on the luck. Now, moving on to Gallium and Morphix. Gallium can be gathered in 2 good locations. Uranus, and it's going to be Ophelia, and Mars, Axters or War. Either one of these locations, either one of these 3 locations will lend you around 5 gallium or 4 gallium, depending, as I said, on your luck. War usually lend me the most, well, around 3 or 4. Considering I was locked out, I think, here when I played this. I was trying to gather Excalibur again, and I gathered around 3 or 4 per run. But Axtis, as I said, isn't that bad. Moving on to Morphix. Morphix is the only real place I would prefer is Actress or even war, around 3 or 4 per run, even more depending on, as I said, on the caches that you find. But Morphix isn't really useful. I mean, not a lot of people use it. And of course, you can go on Mercury as well, and just, for example, you can go on. I think this is Lars. No, yeah, you can go here as well and farm Morphix there. Moving on to control modules and Argon crystals. Now, Argon crystals, I would prefer you do Annie, which is a survival mission. 20 minutes will lend you around an average around 5, which is pretty decent considering you're not gonna need a lot, I'm guessing. And Tyrannus is a really good location for control modules. Around 20 waves is gonna lend you around 10 or 12 average, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I have a bunch of control modules. I think I have around 1,200, something like that. It's just I have a buttload of them and it's useless. And Tellurium, as you saw earlier, you can get them through alerts, and one of the best places is actually going on Uranus and Ophelia. Now you might be saying, when I look at this, there is no Tellurium there. Now Tellurium is dropped in archering missions, and as you can see before the survival I guess word, there is a little archwing icon which indicates that this is an archwing mission, and you can actually get Tellurium here. And also this is a really good place for farming polymer and plastids. This is one of the best places, and gallium as well. So you actually hit 4 birds with 1 stone, which is a pretty good shot if you ask me. But yeah, that's been mostly it for farming. Hopefully you guys understood everything that I said, and yeah, hopefully you guys have any questions. If you do, leave in the comment section below. And this has been the Gaming Weasel. Hope you guys enjoyed the video again. Leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. It is always appreciated on this channel. And this has been the Gaming Weasel, over and out. Peace.